Picture this. It's September 25th, 1066. We're in northern England, and the air is just thick with the sound of blood and steel. You've got 10,000 Viking warriors. These are the most feared fighters in all of Europe, and they're going head-to-head with an Anglo-Saxon army at a place called Stamford Bridge. This isn't just any battle. It's the last great Viking invasion of England. A truly brutal, pivotal moment in history.
But what if we tweaked things just a little bit? What if, over the crest of that English hill, something impossible appeared? A 70-ton armored beast from our time, an M1A2 Abrams main battle tank, dropped right into a fight almost 1,000 years before it was built. So let's really dig into this. What happens to history when a 21st century war machine meets the fiercest warriors of the 11th?
It's an encounter that's almost impossible to even wrap your head around. We're not just talking about a tech difference. This is a clash between two completely different universes of warfare, separated by nearly a millennium of human innovation.
So on one side, you've got King Harald Hardrada. This guy is a living legend. He's leading 10,000 warriors who've literally just conquered half of northern Europe. Their weapons? We're talking iron swords and these massive two-handed Dane axes that can split a man clean in two. And their ultimate defense is the famous shield wall, a nearly unbreakable formation of overlapping shields and spears. And on the other side, well, we've got the M1A2 Abrams. This 70-ton monster runs on a 1,500 horsepower engine. Same kind you find in helicopters. It can move faster than a warhorse at full gallop. But the truly terrifying part? Its senses. This tank can literally see the body heat of a Viking from over a mile away, even in the dead of night.
All right, let's break this down, head-to-head. This is the tale of the tape for a fight that spans 2 entire millennia.
The sheer difference here is just staggering. The tank is wrapped in what's called Chobham armor. It's this crazy mix of steel, ceramics, and other classified stuff designed to stop modern anti-tank missiles. A Viking's iron axe hitting that? It's like hitting it with a pool noodle. It's going to do absolutely nothing. And where the Vikings have pure battle rage, the tank has a ballistic computer that calculates wind, distance, and movement in a split second.
And get this, the effective range of the Abrams main cannon is 2 miles. Let that sink in. 2 miles. That's a distance the Vikings couldn't even really see clearly, let alone fight across.
And this is the absolute best-case scenario for a Viking's long-range weapon, a bow and arrow. 200 yards, on a good day, with the wind at his back. The tank can take them out from the next town over before a single Viking even knows a fight has started.
Oh, and the tank has a little surprise for infantry formations like the shield wall. It's called a canister round. I want you to imagine a shotgun, the size of a cannon. It's designed for one job and one job only, to turn a tightly packed group of soldiers into nothing.
So as this metal beast rumbles over the ridge, the psychological shock would be immediate and total. These are Vikings, right? They charge cavalry without flinching. But this? They just freeze. Some might think it's a dragon, an iron dragon breathing something other than fire. Others might think it's Ragnarok, the end of the world, literally rolling across the English countryside.
The battle, if you could even call it that, is just swift and brutal. The Abrams stops almost a mile away. The first shot from its cannon doesn't just kill King Hardrada. He and everyone standing near his banner just cease to exist. The Vikings, being well trained, do what they know best, form a shield wall. The tank's gunner probably can't believe his luck. One canister round later, the legendary shield wall is gone. After that, it's just the machine guns doing cleanup.
And that's the key right there. After that first minute, this isn't a battle between two armies anymore. It is quite simply target practice. There's literally nothing they can do. Even their best instincts are completely useless here. They scatter and run for the woods. The tank's thermal optics see them glowing clear as day. What about the legendary berserkers, fueled by their battle rage? They get cut down by machine guns from hundreds of yards away. Not a single Viking gets close enough to even swing his axe at the tank. So the result is just a total catastrophe for the Vikings. In the real battle, the defeated Vikings needed 24 ships to get the survivors home. In our scenario, they might need 3. Their entire invasion force isn't just defeated, it's annihilated.
And from this incredibly one-sided massacre, the ripple effects start to spread out. And they don't just reshape England, they reshape the entire Western world. A whole new history is about to be written.
Now check out this chain of events. The Viking threat is just erased in a single morning.
This means King Harold Godwinson's English army doesn't have to make that insane, grueling march south. They are fresh, they are rested, and they have 3 extra weeks to get ready for the next invasion, the one from William the Conqueror. An rested, prepared English army, they almost certainly beat the Normans at Hastings, which means the Norman conquest, one of the most important events in European history, it just never happens.
And just try to imagine what that means. No massive French influence on the English language or its culture. No feudal system, at least not the way we learned about it. The entire timeline of the Western world is fundamentally, completely rewritten. All because one M1A2 Abrams tank showed up 1,000 years early.
It's a pretty staggering thought, isn't it? The sheer power of a single piece of technology to completely derail the course of history. Which kind of leaves us with one last question for you to think about. If you could send one piece of tech back in time, what would it be? And what kind of future would you create?